I wanna share with you, and you can share with me. Come, let's share together. Oh, KTA Mobile, KTA Mobile. Technology worth sharing.
It's the future.
Oh, a tier for an air for yada a body as I say I any pena and ne so yenya emre mesra some fan chame as the me yenya could be kakra timon fan chame and ne yada reverend as say when I ho abotre when I ho mere na every bia ye betu ya sabe friend bia no utimi ba ene ye beche ni nyansa kakra ti sabre de yada na se bebre ti atiefo se na o ha no mo a bomoden ase wo be share video no ene obe introduce the next series or the air brain it is sabre imagine atiefo ne ahwefo nyina anamu na chese ye de ama no akwaba e de aba eye ono ani dwumadie so eye positivity with Rev.D.N.Adjei. It's Reverend Yama Akwaba.
Yeah, budget also so now. I actually for near that telephone so to say. And that also whether no him say mu heading kakra. Sometimes they change, and I mean Shramu say you are making the time and the efforts to join us. God bless you so much.
Thank you so much, and so for always supporting us. And I know, sir, whatever you do, is going places, and it's healing wounds, but you may not know. Ebi adipano emma me can't there, but it's really healing wounds, but auntie. I know, sir. It's a blessing to have you on every Monday at least. Yeah. Timia go through 52 weeks and over there, and I just say positivity is here to stay. And you're just a story. Yeah, brave for the life.
But they go 2 years so. 2 years, it means 100 and then it means we are clicking over 100 weeks.
Yes, true. As I see you go through the videos, we will see that we've learned a lot. We thank you, Pa. And then I know say just an intro to the new program, no. Inti bibi biara ewo ho bia wo pese ode man bia no ubetimi amaye whilst may try say me share program no maybe a few questions here and there na
sure. And before the beko nim no I think that my person me come kakra
no problem
me ba ko ana me no kana say maybe adwuma nti yewie program na ansa no na ba betie. So he will send me some questions and some info. Now, because then we are at the same page. After the program now, you still can ask your questions, WhatsApp, wherever you want to post your questions here. And we'll be discussing now how to move forward. Now, Kojona will be a question be last week. Now, you say team positivity. And as we're trying to prepare for your next series, now as you say, think positive, speak positive, and act positive. Because you kaya.
Sure.
No, a personal experience. Sometimes, situations, doesn't help you to think positive. I know, I'm saying, in such a situation, what is he supposed to do? And then I may say, I responded to his question there, but I think that as a team, when those questions come, I better say, I bet me so they are about this platform. One or two very important things. I bet me, I can. If you are now a team member, be now when to me and besides such a question. We are building a team together. Let me take 5 minutes just to say one or two things. My name is Bano Eche. I did not mention actually yes, so they say positivity, negativity, it is not an action, it's an attitude. Because you can't, yes, so. Say, it is an attitude the person develop, not just an action. I'll be in the back open, baby. And the only reason why a attitude, I was say, to your boy, develop, is how that attitude answers the question. So, if you want to handle every negative situation at a time, then we'll have to gather a lot of energy to handle every situation. But if we are able to maintain a positive environment, it is when we have developed the attitude of positivity. It did not mention how you say you can see a difficult situation how to develop a positive mindset, then it will always be very difficult. When I'm saying the forecast, they may say you know cranny munti cranny, you say what is that? And so run cranny, you know, fin about it cranny in India. Now fin I'll be seeing a quite a young person to cranny, then we are in the amount. And what we're trying to say is that those moments where you are in a positive environment, use the opportunity to develop a positive mindset and positive attitude. And so don't wait till you enter into a situation that is very difficult and say, our expertise will be to develop a positive mentality in that situation. It will be very difficult. And then we are building a team, you develop an attitude of positivity. And once you have that attitude, automatically, so who run that critical situation, your initial response will give you a positive signal. Because then that positive mentality about how you respond to things. And in say, in these little things we go through, there's some funny issues, basic issues. A better challenge you speak a positive word towards it. If you are your main fan and say, sorry, you don't feel happy. Sometimes you over sorry and upon us will mood classes.
Sure.
It's just something little, but in that attitude, in that atmosphere, then you rise up, you speak a positive word into your day, you start thinking positive. So what you are trying to do is that little challenge you could have overcome it. You wait me overcome it, wait me up because a human is necessity. But you are using that small challenge, to develop that speaking mentality, And then when a bigger issue comes, you have already developed the attitude of speaking positive into your life. Once you wake up, you have a responsibility. Sorry, now be at the just start speaking positive things into the day. Just start speaking positive. So you are just using these little scenarios to develop the positive mindset. It's naturally, you have developed the habit of speaking positive. You have developed the mentality of positivity. And it's the problem now about your attitude. And that is where and so start today. Don't wait for the situation to get critical before you want to create a positive mentality. I know the air more by such a moment, But you near man, I'm in Rev.D.N.Adjei at the season. And you said, I'm sorry, Bibia, and I'm saying, and then the near man in Abicoye, it's not like I don't even have any talent for the day. But I just say, then now it has become something that I say to myself. The first response I've ever said, but then becomes something that comes naturally to you. And you develop attitude, about boy am I up because you see the American, that's here for an said American, yes, what we want to develop in the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks now, we are starting a new series now, how to deal with the people in your life. Now, but one of the things I over try you started last 2 years now. One of the things I've always said, listen, make every experience educational, make every experience educational. Now, you test your dear positivity. Numbers chapter 13. Oh, God said, Yadada Brabomono, we are meeting people of Sintia Omdura or Brabum. Oh, Bono said, beyond Kono, and I'm a already challenging Nanyanyepe.
So,
And Nanyanyepe. What you meet today will not be the same experience I'll be share tomorrow. And it's not be the same experience I'll be share in a third day. You know? So just as we walk around, you know, even today, Nekrano, your mood in the morning probably might be different from your mood in the afternoon. And your challenge in the afternoon will be different from your challenge in the evening. And so in the wisdom of God, he builds various areas of our emotions, various areas of our lives. When you point as if only nyansa, and then you preparing to meet all these challenges, these situations of life. And one of the ways that we may first prepare so that we will be multidimensional to handle these various challenges in various ways, you know, is to bring people of different shades into our lives. Makani, prepare a dynamic person. Let me use that word. I think that is appropriate. Kwaya nyame offers to prepare a dynamic person, no, is to bring people of different shades into your life. And until there are people in your life where you classify them as difficult persons. There are people in your life you classify them as your cheerleaders. There are people in your life where you classify them as negative persons. But you will take these things, you know, as we go. But like I said, in your introduction, we want to see our next series and how we want to take it. And however you classify them, no, our vision in this series, we want to discuss how to deal with them. So our encounter with them be more meaningful and purposeful. Other than that, no, you decide to choose. You choose only positive people in your life. Now avoiding the difficult people in your life. Then I am more emotional to the extent that you didn't get people to challenge your emotions. And it will be a very difficult test in your life where people really rise up to challenge your emotions, no? Because you didn't go through an experience with difficult people, no? Now I'm a handicap.
Sure.
But me say, and as we grow up, no, we want to be dynamic people. God himself is dynamic. When you're dynamic. Because the way we handle our God and we deal with our God. Even Joseph, if we enter into one church, the way they pray to their God, and another church, the way they pray to their God, the difference. If you enter into the Catholic Church and they are praying, you see how things are. If you enter into Protestant churches, you see the way they are praying. Charismatic church, it's a different thing altogether. And so God himself now all respond to all these three groups of people. No, he has to be dynamic in order to be able to handle these various people.
Sure.
And so as human beings, it's the expectation of God that we develop the dynamism within us. As human beings, this is our prayer for the week. My main candidate is here. It's the expectation of God that we develop the dynamism within us. Because you see, a share movie, a movie now, literature, your round character and your flat character. Nobody likes the flat character. You can be a flat character, the super or your bayfua. If you buy in the crown or the same thing, or you moving him. and I feel no, or will scream so you know what the person comes to say, what the person comes. And then we're boring. You don't even enjoy watching such a character.
Yeah.
But if there's another character who is round enough, taking different roles in different movies, you are looking at the person, you are watching the person with some kind of suspense and some kind of expectations. And it makes the person so lively in your life. You expect that person to be dynamic in the way he plays the roles now. Yeah, and that is how it happens in real life. God expects us to develop the dynamism in us. Now, that dynamism in us now, now you share how to deal with these various people. How we develop the dynamism no, is that Anopa was so go see a difficult person kakra. Area was so go see an emotional person kakra. Kakra was so go see somebody who's a cheerleader, somebody who will always clap for you even when you are scoring 0. The cheerleader, that is what they do. Even when things are not going on for you, they are cheering you up. There's a way that you have to deal with these people. And you have to learn how to deal with them, handle them, so that they don't depart from your life. Because you are told everyone who say, one can say, it would have been better for you.
Sure.
It would have been better for you. But because you didn't know how to handle them, because you didn't know how to handle them, and like I said, always my life, you know, when I'm dealing with people, people respect me because of my calling. But this calling, respect me. I always want people also to help me to grow.
Sure.
Because you mean say makani here. But if everybody in your life is your cheerleader, how do you grow? Your old chasano, onim se nechiachia.
True.
Tana santefoka. Who say ugo honor with chasa, unim se wechiachia. So you need certain people to be straight enough to tell you that, hey, dear woo ye, ebema washiamenemu. And those people are also very important and very critical in the development of the dynamism in you. And for the next 3 weeks, the next 4 weeks now, this is what we are dealing with. How to deal with the people in your life so that you can develop the dynamism in you. And he said, as we go through this series, now, we would expect you also to bring your comments, to bring your questioning. Sometimes it may be your experience with these groups of people. Let us know the realities, and let us all study from it. Day in, day out, educational in our next life, because one of the series, I think I was in Denver, I told you, your birth, everything that has happened to you from the day Papa no Mami conceived you to today is part of your birthing process. I don't know if you remember that. Actually, it's about a year ago. Everything that has happened, is part of your birthing process. Nyame adwuma or what the man for Ochinano. ADBSC free time and then all of it has prepared you for the mission tomorrow. And so all those experiences, are very important. But as you develop the experiences, the people who are helping us to develop the encounter and the experiences, please let us make sure, we don't push them away because we didn't classify them as our cheerleaders. Then in the Bible, there are people they align with their cheerleaders, Then you know how the nation of Israel divided. Now, Penifon Shia Befre or Hinita or Hinebrian Tenase, Nayan Shekwan Befaso de or Minor Faso. He went back, called his peers, his age mate, Beshadi and Penifone Becate, say, Yakra de Ankebedi Dinate. then this single decision brought about the division of the nation of Israel. And we have an assignment ahead of us. We are hoping that we'll start with how to deal with difficult people. People are one guys, I will classify them as difficult people. How do you handle them? What do you learn from them? How do you identify them? The person group our attention is to how to identify them, how to handle them, how to maintain them. There are some of them so I was so they are becoming a negative influencer. Now, person from Abraham, how to handle it so that it doesn't affect your development of the dynamism in you. And so I think that's a very important topic. I have also for our next series now. And yet, therefore, like I said, if you have any comment, you have any question, have any personal experience you want us to be addressing, as we go through this series, say the so next week, we'll be dealing with how to deal with difficult people. It may be we will tell you the group of people that you be dealing with the next week, so that you prepare and that we all have a fellowship on this line.
Amen, amen. Yeah, that's me pray. Tearful Asha for Yada must say. And that just an intro of the program. Inti Sabre, Reverend Abibi Subebre at the Amayan. Inti Sadodi Kankan. Next week, Obekasa Alpha difficult people. Inti how you identify them, handle them, and maintain them. And almost I be handle. There are some people you just have to let them go. Instead of kind into not just all these areas, or the mind into throughout this week, and sana next week be do. Now I know, sir, Abusia for Obibiara questions and I say something to share with the group. Ebiana will share now. O person will basso live. Just said there was here. No problem. Just send me a notice. Mami who next week program no. Yeah, the Obebaso, you my reverend, I am aware. Ebiana will be a person share with the community, Until just feel free. You can just send me a message and also with me send a reverend message. Reverend Pacho message say na o de Facebook account and also at honum. Said yankrofo ebehu na omo a ebi omutie no so ebi atimi follow so our Facebook na anything that pops up no omo so omatimi join nti reverend we dey megina obi biara na mu na dey aseda kase ama dey kanya ne say erade enshira. And I know say this series ebe bibia ebe bie adwemu yi na timi aboa ya ma yehu how ya ne nipa betena ane how ye be handle niema bi. Yadin Chakasia Efree Joycelyn Akofo or say amen, amen. Greetings from Delaware to Papa Osofo. It's your software. Greetings from Joycelyn to you. Yadasibebre for popping in. Nana Pepim Kakari or say God bless you, Reverend. God bless you. Yadasibebre say all the time, no unya emre ede emaye na will share ubibia. Sansuna mami ekiani pam may I also say thank you, Osofo. Thank you, Osofo. Yadasibebre how to deal with difficult people. I think say bibia SSM Crawford me banon betie because in everybody's life there's one difficult person be there. And to just come listen, I think that this will help you manage that particular difficult person in your life. And thank you so much, Reverend. Bansani Beja Krabekono. Last message and also final message for us.
Yeah, don't be a flat character. What I'm saying is, there is a dynamism in you. When you go point as a 4% where a person who is dynamic. Whenever you are given a different responsibility, you'll be able to handle, even if you're in the same office, the responsibilities are urban. It changes from time to time, from day to day. And so one of the critical assignments when you're media amount is to develop the dynamism in you. But this is the focus of our discussion. One of the critical assignments when you're media amount is to develop the dynamism in you. And so please, this week, I don't think that it's just this week, but as you go through this series, you need to be asking yourself, how do I develop the dynamism in me? Now, a flat character. Say, give me to me, and I give me to me hand only free my brother, collapse. There are some people who are a kind of people free on my brother, because it will shock you, Paul. Or saying Adam for back he went to a town, they gave him access, and I was already preaching. But I was saying in change went to me preaching. I'll bring the quotation to you. Okay. Change went to me and preaching. It's not like the people didn't receive him, but he had not even learned to preach in the absence of that colleague. And so imagine, how do you move forward if you are preaching is attached to a friend? Sometimes, so please, our main focus as we go through this is to help us to develop the dynamism in me. Mr. Start asking yourself, how do I become dynamic? Yet then make me develop all the areas of my life so that anybody who comes into my life, will see me as a prophet and not a loss. So your journey need develop towards that dimension. You're thinking, think positive, speak positive, act positive, and we always achieve positive results. God bless you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Reverend. So now next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Rev.D.N.Adjei. Now, Reverend, I will pack full of Nehemiah share with us, which will be very beneficial to our life. We living on this earth, because if we are to follow those principles now, we will get to understand so many things and know how to maneuver it. All that I was saying is that please save this program somewhere. And in case you just joined halfway through, you can also go on YouTube na Waka Akoshe, and as a Facebook Waka Akoshe. If you are on here, please follow us on YouTube and Facebook as well. Into Reverend Pacho will page, me pesa will
page in Daniel.Adjei.
Okay, Daniel.Adjei. And YouTube.
YouTube na Reverend Neka, but
okay.
Facebook there no title Daniel.Adjei. The YouTube is Rev.D.N.Adjei.
Okay. Thank you so much, Inti. I hope, sir, you guys have taken note of. And Mokoni page in Swa church service programs in Yamaniaman, Wunsabe can be, and so our honor Inti. Bomadi also be followed on so as well. We're building team positivity anywhere, both angles, Kwamet TV and Reverend Page. Let us do that. Let us push Reverend numbers now and Kosro. We're here to support each other or share something better with us. We are learning from Ononso. The only thing we can do to let him feel, say, whatever he's doing, we appreciate it, is to just go subscribe. You don't pay to subscribe. Please just go subscribe and click on the bell button so that anytime be active and I say call line, so you get to see him and also go listen to his good words. Inti yebeka nyan se yeda asebebre se abribia wunya emre edemaye tidia kanyan se erade enhiramu tiatiefo sa abre na chese yedijumadi enu eba awiye ya fade mre bebre osof mama yeda asebebre for always supporting us, for always being with us. Erade enhiramu yeda masebebre ti sa abre na chese se we see nas manti anka bi wan na me Reverend D.N.Adjei na enemu AD enkra nesa yeda masebebre.
Ghana fue Rev.D.N.Adjei Epeste fertilizer booster. Purely organic. Efrasa simu any de mass asino oba de ensano pe. na me nua kayo se wudro bia nim enti se odi yafu a anya ade aduaba no anase wo a wudi no benya soso bia na che se be ma kwaye aye dekora tie kane no a ebe fa na tuma pa e de afra na de ma epestan eda nso kra de se enema no wadua na ewuo na frawa se ne aduaba no etiti guo no agya wadwo a se wodi epestan kanu a ene te se magic no ebe ye prom fe na aso aba bebre ahwadi mu pa eti se no kwiafo ebenya sika ene anigye awo mabra bomu a na utimi se enya sam keto akora epestan ya mammo piafo apanifo monfrɛ ahoman na monje nkyiremu ya ɛkyɛ media 0552 505723 ana plus 160 922 78043 Apex 10 fertilizer booster piao mama kuyadwuma ayanika pa